has started.
I'm looking for next week. So let me make you all understand, because a couple questions came up that I can address right now. So if I come in tonight, when do I have to give my two people? Do I got the next Sunday? No, you don't. Your two people start tomorrow night. And they got to bring their two people in by either tomorrow night or Monday night. And then those two people got to bring their two people in no later than Tuesday. What does that produce? Your last four people, you didn't gave them ample enough time to start working and securing their two people, but they should already identify them already. So all you're doing is waiting to put them in the gifting position because they'll be on the board once you say I got my two people and they got their two people. So you got Thursday night that's you can rest, you got Friday night you can rest, Saturday night you can rest, and Sunday morning, this is how structured we are. Sunday morning, we start the gifting process. Every Sunday. So you get you gift in, you get gifted, and you re-gift all in the same day. So if it's your week to be day zero, you just gift it. If it's your week one, then you're getting gifted. And then after you get gifted, you got to re-gift. That's how it works. Your week one, you already did an 800% profit of your money. So there's no loss in it for you. And so now that you see that it works, why not go ahead and push harder for your week two, which is $20,000? Oh, that works. So let me push it again. We have no excuses right now for our conditions other than that we believe in everything and everybody else doing things except for ourselves. So see the belief in yourself. I don't convince people to do this. Because if I got to convince you to do this, I got to convince you to do the work. What's the work? Well, I done joined other suicides, burned up all my people. It's a trillion people in the world. You mean you can't find two people that understand this concept that will rock with you? Even if they don't know you personally. That's the ideal goal. But just the concept. Now you telling me I can get $63,000 in 1 month? Yes. I can be in residual? Yes. So you telling me in 17 payments within a year I can be a millionaire? Yes. I'm open up for questions, Fabi. So,
Hello.
yes, ma'am.
Who's first?
You can go first.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Rashawn, and I just started. This was just my week one, and I wanted to ask questions realistically about um, trusting. We want to trust everybody we bring in. You want those people to get those two people, but sometimes it doesn't just happen just like that. You know, um, some people may say they're going to do it. You're already in, you have your two people, and what if down the line, another person doesn't get one person, or, just couldn't bring in, or something happened, an emergency happened, or anything, because anything can happen. What do we do in that manner?
That's a beautiful question, Ro. And I want to say this to you all, family. It's good to ask those questions, but it's also better to project positivity. However, because myself and a couple other people have been in susus before, we don't wait for the what ifs to happen. We already got the answer. We replace people quick because you have to do your job to be able to stay in this community. So I and my core seven already got their two people. Every week I strive to get 14 to 21 people myself so that this thing can be successful. Now, If you came to me in enough time and say, I need a little help, or what have you, but the key thing you want to be able to address to kill that problem is when you ask your two people to come in, give me your two people that you bringing in with you right away. That alleviates that problem. And we work together. This is a community work. We work this piece together. We don't leave nothing for chance. So when you forecast a problem, forecast a solution. The solution is we don't stop working until everybody gets their 63 bottom line. So I
That's
can't get.
see, my thing is that we all should know that though. We, you know, I'm not just working for just my two people. I'm trying to make sure that other people are joining as well. But also too, we want to be making sure that we're trusting people, not just bringing anybody in, right?
So that's the absolute. That's the absolute uh, answer to your question. Anybody can give us $500. We don't care about your $500. We care about you helping us build this community so that we all are successful. I'd
Yeah.
rather sponsor somebody $500 who can get two people than somebody who just got $500 and is not going to do the work. It's people. This is a people community oriented organization. This is how it works.
Does anybody know that guy's name that was an entrepreneur? He had his own island. He was a pervert. He um was a Caucasian man that got killed in jail or killed himself in jail. Do anybody remember his name?
You're
Uh,
talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
yes. So everyone was trying to figure out how Mr. Epstein made all this money. They couldn't figure it out. I think we figured it out because he had people coming in and contributing money to whatever it was that he was doing. And he didn't let people in that he didn't trust. And once, that started happening, then other things started happening. But besides the point of what he done, he's dead and gone in. But that is exactly what he was doing. Having people come in and then having more people come in and have more people coming in that he trusted made him, what was he, a billionaire?
And check this out, Ro. I got my buddy on here. We got some powerful hitters on here, y'all. And my buddy's on here now. And I think he came on a little late. My buddy is actually, this is what we got in our community. I want y'all to understand this. We got doctors in our community. We got teachers in our community. We got people in law enforcement in our community. We got successful people. My buddy is the brother who really made everything happen for his brother. He's the brother for the rapper Twister. He's on here. He's my ride or die buddy, and he's a heavyweight investor. And I'm going to introduce you all to him at some point because he has investment groups where they're doing big things. But understanding that you must be able to have comfortable capital to invest in something where you're not pressured. This is your last tools and fuse. Now you're going to be calling. So what's happening with my investment? What happened to my investment? But when you're comfortable, you make logical choices. So my buddy is on the line right now, Twister's brother. He's on the line. We got powerful people on this line, family. There's no defeat in us. We're sharing money amongst us. No outside influences. This is why we don't put it on social media. None of that stuff. Why? Because people do not want us to be financially free. What's the evidence of that? What's the absolute evidence of that? Look at Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Black folks were thriving on their own. They didn't need nobody else to help them. That was the first time America bombed on its own soil. Look at Rosewood. Look at all these different places where we thrive. So since we know they don't want us to thrive, we don't let them know that we're thriving.
Mm-hmm.
We
That's
don't
right.
advertise that. We share it amongst each other. This is not a Ponzi scheme. This is not a pyramid. This is black folks sharing money amongst each other, and the government says $1 trillion go through black America hands every year. But we can trust that they're not financially literate. We're going to get it all back and then some. Well, why you say well then some? Because you're getting it all back and you go in debt. You're not only giving what you gave back, but you go in debt. So now you owe over the trillions of dollars that you got. This is absolutely working, family. We were invited to do another 63K, and the only thing that stopped us from doing that 63K, we looked at the demographics of the people that was in there, and they were young.
Mm-hmm.
This, the average age with us right now is 40. The oldest person in our group
Mm-hmm.
right now is close to 80. These people who are mature, they're responsible, and they understand economics. We ain't got time for no babies and coming in for no quick hits and bringing
Mm-hmm.
any negative energy and that card cracking. And we ain't got time for all that. Anything that will corrupt our community got to go.
That's
Is it
right.
real? Is it real? It's absolutely real. Who do I believe in? I believe in y'all. Can we do this? No, we can't. We're absolutely going to do this. I'm reevaluating my whole circle. I don't want no can't, maybe, if people around me.
Mm-hmm.
Any more questions, family?
Nope.
You have some dynamic leaders in this group. Let me let you all know this too. So we're learning things that people are not comprehending. So I'm just repeating it. Once you have your core seven, you are the leader of your own boards. It's not just the person in the yellow. You all come together. You're going to be responsible for filling out your flower. You're going to be responsible for making your own flower on the computer. You're going to be responsible for making your gift chart, who gives who, and you're going to be responsible for getting everybody number so that everybody can be in communication with everybody. Once you complete your board, that's called a motherboard, and then your responsibility is to teach the boards that come behind you the same
Mm-hmm.
process you just learned.
That's why I thought it was very vital for us to meet each other, to know who we were, so we can be able to communicate more properly on, a more than just I just met this person level, and give each other our information. So if one of us had to ask a question with one of the leaders or um, someone wasn't available, we'll be able to contact each other. And I thought that was very vital, like me and you, Brother Michael, talked about the other day or yesterday.
Yes, ma'am. And I got a person that's asking a question. They've been trying to ask a question. I don't know if they just want to ask it in the chat or they want to ask it online. They said, "What happened if the board doesn't fill up?" Hey, man, we don't deal with that. And when I
Huh?
say that, hello,
I'm
hello.
listening.
So the answer to that question is this: if we project negativity, it'll happen.
We're getting it. Yeah.
We'll get exactly that. So we're telling you right now that since we started, we replaced the whole seven, and we're prepared to do it again. If you don't do your job, we'll replace you. Why? Because you affect the whole community when you don't do your job.
Just a man that's
You affect the whole community when you don't do your job, and we can't let that happen. We tired. We tired as black folks are not coming over that hill. We not settling. If we gangsters in a good way, not criminal way, in every aspect of our life with one another, why not be gangsters with each other when it comes to prospering? For real.
Eh,
Bottom line.
Can
Go
you
ahead.
hear me? Can
Yes,
you hear
ma'am.
me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I was the one that wanted to ask the question of what if your board doesn't feel? I'm going to be transparent as I possibly can. I have been in, um,
I'm sorry, sister. I accidentally muted you. I was trying to mute everybody because there was some background noise. Please unmute yourself.
can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I've been in other susus, and I'm just going to be just transparent. Um, I I am very scared because I have money sitting on boards that have stalled. And so I've had a group of people that have come with me to different situations. And so to come to another one and to ask them to reinvest, that's a very scary thing for people. And so that is the reason why I asked, what if you have a group of 7 people, but it's a struggle to bring more people because they have been burned in other groups or stalled in other groups. I know we're working together, but I just want to be realistic. And I'm not speaking negativity, but I just want to be realistic of the possibility of what happens. What do we do?
Okay. So to answer your question now, beloved, I'm going to answer your question as lovingly as I possibly can without sounding too shrewd. Most of us come from Susu communities that was thriving in the beginning and then it hit some type of stall or failure. What we learned was we were introduced to a concept that we weren't properly educated on. Most of us now have that education, and the truth about the matter, that education came from us being burned. In my own personal community that I have, now my friends, we started together. We thrived in the beginning, but they will tell you we spent a lot of our money back into the community to save the community. But what did we learn? We learn now that we must merge with the strong. What does that mean? You do not invite anybody into this community that has helped another community to fail. So all your people that you rock with and they followed you with, they believed in the concept. The belief in the concept ain't gone. Now believe in each other and knowing that you're merging with like-minded, strong people. And so if that should happen, if that should happen, we are already prepared to replace people. Do we want to do this? No. We want everybody to taste success. But we prepare for the worst in the event that it happens. And everybody in our community should have that mindset. Prepare for the worst is if it doesn't happen, we okay. But if it does happen, we already have the answer tucked away. Because $63,000 is a big ticket and a big reason why we should go ahead and say, you know what? I tried it this way, I tried it that way. I tried a $2,000 board. My money's still tied up in two $2,000 boards. Against my better judgment, I shouldn't have did it. But I did it to try to save my boards in our group. So I learned. Never get into nothing that people say you ain't got to bring 2 people. Never get into something where it's starting off quick. No, this process is slow. It's week by week. We're not flipping boards in a day because we're going out and grabbing people $500. We are attracting responsible adults who have learned financial literacy, either by way of life or even in this new concept that we're trying to comprehend, the Susu concept. The concept works. What fails is the people. So we're not inviting failures. That's our answer. But
I
don't be
think
said. Go
I
ahead.
think the difference in this group that's different from the other Susus is the way that I guess we're trying to go about doing it. We're trying to eliminate that weak point. So I guess that's why it's serious people. And you kind of know the serious people, those people that has already brought two people to the first group, then you got an idea that they know the concept. But the concept is two people. Without the two people, there is no susu. So you got to bring two people. Whoever come in, got to bring two people. So when it comes to thinking about what happens on the other board, hopefully everybody on this group understands that we have to have two people to keep it moving. And if we can get the two people to keep it moving, then this group is going to be successful. And there's no looking back.
Can I say one more thing, Brother Mike?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, what Mr. Brooks just said right now, I was just talking to Lemuel about earlier. The key is having, I think people get pyramid schemes confused with the susu because some people come in and they'll get their little money, then they'll leave. They don't understand the concept of it's a circle and it's not a pyramid, that we have to contribute, like invest, reinvest, rest, invest, reinvest, rest. We keep the circle going. It's 360, and that's how it's supposed to be. It's no, like you said, a higher top dog and run of the litter. It's us continuing the process in the circle, and that's what we have to keep in mind, right?
Yes, ma'am. And to add to what you said, both you and Robert, is we don't say if, we don't say maybe. Successful people say when, and it's done. And so we don't say investing, we don't say payment, because now it turns into a business. Now we open our door for the IRS. We use the term gifting and regifting, right? Even when we start sharing money amongst each other, do not put that into the comment sections of your Zelle or your Cash App. If you want to let it know it's for somebody other than yourself, say for such and such. But don't say gifting or susu, because what you'll do is you end up messing up your account along with their account, right? So it's a simple process, family. The power of two is so simple. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't the power for two. Your mama and daddy. Two is so significant. Your kids wouldn't be here if it wasn't for two. Now, two might have been mixed up with a little Mad Dog 2020 or whatever, but you're here. Two is important. So stop running from the number two, because two is so important. It was so important to God when he made two, he gave him a commandment, and this is our commandment. Be fruitful and go multiply. Then he reinforced it. He said, I'm going to destroy this world, Noah, and I want you to gather them two by two. Then they come back and reinforce it. God told them, look at the number. How can we walk together? How can two walk together unless they agree? You cannot run from the number two. But you cannot mix the strong with the weak. Either the weak is going to pull the strong down, which is the easier part, because all you got to do is lay down and hold somebody. But it's hard to pull the weak up, the strong, because they want to be down there. Let them go. Send them to LA Fitness. Get their weight up. And then they come back. But you ain't stopping me from getting $1 million a year. That's not happening. Your weak ass. I'm going to get my $1 million a year, and everybody in my circle going to get $1 million a year. I don't want to hear no maybes, no ifs. If you got all that problems, stop. I don't need you. We don't need you. We need people who, when I get down, I need people to lift me up, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm not going to be interjecting all the time. But if I got people in my circle, they can see that I'm not interjecting, and they're going to put some fuel up my butt because they seen a bigger prize. That's what I need. I don't need the misery person going to be around me. I told you it wasn't going to work in the first place. I don't know why you put all that time and energy in the first place. Shoot yourself.
Oh Lord.
Everybody that I come in contact with, if you put me on the phone with somebody, we gonna get $1 million. Bottom line. You know too many people, and if you don't know too many people, change the circle. It's letting you know you need to reassess your circle. If you hang around 4 broke people, you bound to be the 5th one. I ain't hanging around nobody broke. Broke don't mean that you ain't got no money. Broke don't mean that you don't never want no money. Because you ain't ready to do the things necessary to get the money. Bottom line. You can't send me Delilah. No devil. No, don't send me Delilah with this big booty and this pretty face and try to drain me. No, ma'am. If you're not supporting me in my endeavor, what I'm doing, say la vie. You're not finna cut my hair off. You're not finna cut my string off. I don't care how fine you is. Say la vie. If I'm messing around with sisters in my circle who weak for these men, when he broke it down and he made me curl my toes, forget curling your toes. Make him fold your pocketbook. We too old right now to fall for young folk games. We should already have in our mind, we done made the mistake before, we ain't doing it again. We even made the mistake before in the Susu community. We ain't doing it again. Surround ourselves with like-minded people and we're successful. Bottom line, that's how we do it. That's how it happens. After we get off this phone, whoever invited you to our community, you should be making contact with them right now and say, I'm in, what I need to do. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. You need to, I don't care about your $500. I need you to go ahead and see that you're not selfish and bless 2 people that you care about with this opportunity. That's what I need you to do. When I see that you unselfish, ain't nothing I won't do for you. I come to your house. Hey, man, I'm tired. I don't care, brother. I need my house cleaned. Brother, I'm finna clean your house. Why? Because you believe in yourself, I believe in you. Your fingers hurt, you can't do it, I do it. That's the community spirit I need to come out of each and every one of you all. Lend your skill set to this thing. There's financial experts on this call right now. Lend your skill set. There's people that's not like me. I'm diplomatic. There's people in here that is needed. They're very shrewd when it comes to business. I'm not that shrewd person. I'm trying to give you opportunity after opportunity to make it right. I got other people in this community that say, you told them what to do. It was black and white. They didn't do it. Let's remove them. I got to step out their way, even though it's not my way.
It's my way.
Mike,
We
drop
know
the
it.
mic. Mike,
Yes.
drop the mic. That's a real one, bro. I like that. Drop the mic on us.
So
Wow.
y'all start calling us right now, whoever invites you on, and say, I'm ready. Go call your 2 people and tell them this is what we're doing. We do multiple meetings a day for the purposes of we want your people to be educated at the same time that you're educated, so no one has any excuses that I didn't know. And it's time consuming for me to talk all day long to 2 here, to 2 there, to 2 here, when I can do it in a group, right? If I could take me an hour to do it in a group as opposed to hours all day long, now I will still do the other part, but this is more time efficient for me to do it like this. So get off this line, call the person that's your upline or who invited you to this and say, I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready. Let's do this. Let's be on our path. Stop thinking small with the 63K. That's the foundation. Learn how to do the foundation. Once we lay the foundation, all we got to do is move in our house. We become millionaires monthly. If you ask 4 people and they said no, Ask 4 more. God is trying to tell you to change your circle from the haves and the have-not. The reason why myself, Alpha, Shiva, Lim, and others are more successful than others in this things because we have more people tell us no. That means we reached out to more people to tell us no. We didn't rely on, well, they say I don't need the 2, so I'm going to go talk to 2. No, I'm finna talk to 20. And I'll get 6 after 20. But this is where I'm shrewd at. If you told me no today, I don't trust your belief system 2 weeks from now. What changed? So I would not re-invite you. Now, you might have to come in up on the Alpha or Shiva, but you ain't coming up under me because you're not bringing your lack of the belief around me. Sorry. I was truthful. I was honest. I didn't hide nothing. Does this 21-day process take work? Absolutely. I'm not lying to you. But what's the reward? I'm risking $500 funky dollars to get $63,000 residually monthly. If people don't understand that, I'm going to buy your ass a straight jacket because you crazy as hell. May God continue to bless us all, family.
Oh, Lord.
May God continue to bless us. Any more questions before we get off this line?
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Quick, call me. Give me a call, quick.
Good night.
Good night. I'm fired up.
Okay, I
Miss
got you.
Linda.
Good night, everybody. I'll give you a call, Mike.
Mike, I'm going to call you too. This Linda. I got something for you.
Okay.